Hi there everybody, it's time to dive into 5 things that I wish that I knew before playing Final Fantasy Tactics, the Evil East Chronicles. I've been playing the original game since, I was a sophomore in high school back in 1997, so I am somewhat of an expert on it. And thanks to Square Enix giving me early access, I've gotten a chance to play through this remaster, and I do want to come to y'all with all sorts of great tips, and I definitely do think that's worth a sub as you come and you join a party and you level on up with me. Thank you so much for your sub, your like, and your brand new hype. It does help me out a ton. And in my partnership with Testa Diet that y'all saw yesterday, I even have a giveaway for 2 PC Steam codes for this game. So do be sure to stay tuned for information on how to enter that giveaway and get your own free copy. And now, let's go ahead and jump right on in to some tips to get you through Evil East. First up, Ramza's birthday actually matters. Alright, let's talk about something that most newer players don't realize whenever starting up Final Fantasy Tactics. Ramza's birthday choice actually matters. Now, the game will have you think that compatibility is all about syncing him up with your party. Technically, his best ally compatibility comes from making him a Virgo, but honestly, that doesn't really matter nearly as much as you might think. Where Zodiac signs actually shine is against the enemies. Every single major battle in the game is against human bosses or monster units, and that is where you want your Ramza to hit the hardest. And that is also why I think that the real best sign for him is Pisces. A lot of his toughest opponents throughout the entire story are Earth signs, especially Virgos, and Pisces absolutely wrecks Earth. That means Ramza gets bonus damage in the fights that matter the most, while still being perfectly fine with your party. On top of that, several of his story allies also fall under water and earth signs, so you're not even missing out much on the team synergy. It's kind of like the best of the both worlds. Next up, let's talk about something that the game never really explains all that well: your stats, your brave and your faith, and the gender differences. First, the basics. Brave is all about your physical ability. The higher your brave, the stronger your melee damage, and the better your reaction skills work. Things like counter, auto potion, and blade grasp. Faith, on the other hand, controls the strength and accuracy of your magic. So if you've got high faith, your fire and holy spells will hit like a truck, but enemy magic will also hurt more. And yeah, it even affects spells like raise, because apparently being brought back from the dead requires some really strong faith. Now, here's the part that the game barely hints at though: your stat growth. Male characters naturally go stronger in the physical stats, which makes them better suited for the melee jobs, whereas female characters have stronger magical growth, so they shine in the caster jobs. It's one of those hidden mechanics that can really help shape up how you build your squad if you do care about optimization. But then there's Ramza. He is the sole exception to the rule, because he has the growth of both genders baked in, so you can take him literally any direction that you want to. And of course, don't forget about the gender-locked jobs. Only males can become bards, and only females can become dancers. So, you can only get them though if you go against the gender rules. Magical males become bards, and physical females become dancers. It's a neat little touch, and something to keep in mind if you do want to unlock all the jobs. Okay, let's talk about the grind, how to level up and rack in those job points fast. Here is my tried and true method. Start off everyone as a squire, and then go to your first big goal, which is learning the support ability JP Boost, and then equipping that immediately and pretty much keeping it equipped for the rest of the entire game. From there, you can swap on into other jobs if you want to, but I like to roll with a mixture of jobs, because whenever one character earns some JP, a little of it kind of trickles on over to everybody else who shares the same job. So the more different jobs that you've got, grinding away, the faster all of them gain job points across the board. It's like a pyramid scheme for experience. Then go ahead and pick at your grinding spot. You want Mandalia Plains. Go ahead and kill just about everything except for one monster, and then put your party in a cross formation. Then just bash the envelope crap out of each other. Yeah, this is like Final Fantasy II. Whenever you hurt your own party members, you still get experience and JP. So you just kind of have everybody hitting each other over and over and over again, every once in a while casting Cure or something else like that to heal everybody up, and then rinse and repeat. Do this for 10 to 30 or so minutes, and you should have plenty of experience for those jobs. At least enough to move on over to the next echelon of job classes, and then switch them out to something more advanced, only to do it again. But before you know it, you'll have advanced jobs unlocked like the ninjas, the summoners, and the samurais before you even leave Chapter 1. Now let's talk about the abilities that you want to learn early. And a quick public service announcement. You don't need to rush through the job levels just to unlock new skills. Some of the earliest jobs have hidden gems that will carry you through the first few chapters with style. So first off, skip the knight. I know, he's the knight in the shining armor, is all tempting and all that, but the knight, meh. Low movement, strictly melee, and his attacks, while strong, are just attacks, and he can break armor and stuff like that too, but honestly, it's not worth it, you're better off elsewhere. For melee classes, the monk is where it's at. The Aura Blast gives you surprising range and solid damage, and the Chakra lets you heal both HP and MP in a cross formation. Then there's Shockwave. That's an absolute beast that hits multiple enemies in a straight line in front of you. And while we're at it, skip the Archer too. Yeah, they still buffed him here, but there are much better choices out there. As far as the magic users are concerned, getting the level 2 spells by the end of Chapter 1 is huge, and Black Mages really shine here. Black Mages are great for pretty much the entire game. And don't forget the Elemental Rods. Ice Rod enhances ice spells, Fire Rod enhances fire, and so on. Also, don't discount some of the stranger jobs either. Those jobs like Oracle and Time Mages. The Oracle's abilities to disable, paralyze, and silence enemy units is ridiculously powerful throughout the game, and the Time Mages have haste, slow, and gravity, which helps out a ton too. Oh, and for that giveaway, all you have to do to enter is tell me your favorite early game ability and why. Tell me in the comments, that's it. Your favorite early game ability and why you like it. Just talk to me down in the comments. Also, don't forget to equip your early support abilities like JP Boost on the Squire, Auto Potion on the Chemist, and Magic Attack Up on your Attack Mages. And even things like Move +1 on the Squire or +2 on the Thief help out a ton. So yeah, even the early jobs can make a huge difference if you just pick the right abilities. Don't sleep on them. They're tiny power spikes that make the first few chapters way more manageable. And finally, the White Mage versus the Chemist. There's only 2 real healers in the game, and that's the White Mage and the Chemist. And I'm here to tell you, do not fall into the trap of thinking that the White Mage is the best healer, because the lowly Chemist is actually the best healer in the entire game, and I'm here to tell you why. First of all, whenever you cast a spell with a White Mage, there's a charge time associated with it, whereas whenever you throw an item with a Chemist, it is an immediate action. Secondly, because of the way that Faith works, a character can actually resist a White Mage's healing ability, whereas an item will always work. In addition to that, White Mages are limited by their MP values, whereas Chemists have an unlimited amount of potions that they can use provided that you just have enough money for them. Then there's the offensive capabilities. Yeah, the White Mage has Holy, but that's super expensive JP-wise and MP-wise, and it also takes forever to cast, and if you do cast it, you probably won't have enough MP left over to actually heal. Whereas in Chapter 2, the Chemists get access to super powerful guns, which can shoot halfway across the field, and they don't cost any sort of MP or anything else like that. And some of them also have elemental properties too, whereas the White Mage is still stuck with their stupid little staff. Then, as far as other support abilities are concerned, the Chemist beats them out here too, mostly with the super overpowered Auto Potion reaction ability. Basically, every single time that you get attacked, you can react by using your lowest potion. So if you have 99 potions, you'll always heal yourself for 30 HP, but if your lowest potion is an X potion, then you might as well just be invincible, healing yourself for 150 HP. Not only that, they also get Treasure Hunter, which allows you to move around the field and find items. Now, the White Mage does have a regeneration reaction ability similar to Auto Potion, but it's just not as good, and the magic defensive boost isn't all that hot either. Basically, the only thing that the White Mage can do that the Chemist can't do is cast Protect and Shell, and who really cares about that? So that's it, the 5 things that I wish that I knew before I started playing up Final Fantasy Tactics. From picking the right zodiac signs, to mastering stats, to grinding up JP, unlocking the best abilities, and knowing why Chemists just rule over the stupid White Mages, this can seriously help change your gaming experience. So if you haven't already, make sure to join up my party by subscribing and smash that like button. Your support helps me to bring more tips, deep dives, and RPG chaos straight to your doorstep. Thank you all so much for watching, and now get on out there, dominate those battles, and maybe, just maybe, show a little mercy to that poor goblin over on Mandalia Plains. Or just slaughter him to death. And have a good day.